It happened again. President Biden's legal team has found another batch of potentially classified documents. Fox's Doug Luzader joins us live from Washington, D.C. with more. All right, Doug, good morning to you.
Good morning. And look, any minute, we're expected to hear from the president talking about new inflation numbers that came out today. It will be interesting to see if he takes any questions, because presumably almost all of them are going to be about these documents.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone.
At the White House, it is damage control.
I disagree. Here's what happened.
White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre struggled to explain that first batch of possibly classified documents found in an office once used by President Biden shortly after he left the Obama administration. And she was very careful when asked about the potential for any other documents.
I'm just not going to speak to this.
Not going to speak to it, and about an hour later, another revelation.
All right, we have some breaking news. President Biden's aides have reportedly found now a second batch of classified documents.
Fox confirmed a report from NBC News that a second batch of documents that were marked classified has now been found, adding more ammunition to GOP criticism.
We have a lot of questions about what all is going on in these two locations now.
Republicans say Attorney General Merrick Garland should now appoint a special counsel to investigate Biden, just as one is looking into former President Trump and the trove of documents found at Mar-a-Lago. And then there is the question of timing, why the White House didn't reveal any of this just before the midterm elections. Many Democrats, too, are pressing for answers.
We have rules and laws, and they should apply to everyone, regardless of party. That said, I do not have, and I don't think the American people yet have, all of the facts that they need to know.
Yeah, we just don't have many facts on this at all, and thus far the White House has been kind of waving aside specific questions on this. The investigation, as far as we know, has been going on since November, so it may be nearing a conclusion, but we're waiting to see now whether the Attorney General will have to appoint a special counsel to deal with this, now that there's been this revelation of another site with potentially classified documents. Dina.
Yeah, Doug, boy, it seems like it's getting more complex. And of course, the comparisons are being made to the classified documents that were found in President Trump's possession as well. And reactions are being compared.
Yeah, there are some differences. I mean, in one sense, there's a difference of scale. The documents, there were more documents with the Trump discovery that we know of at this point. And also the fact there had been a long struggle between Trump and the National Archives to get possession of the documents. In this case, the president's folks tell you that he very quickly turned these documents over. Still, the fact that they held on to this information, even though they were aware of it before the midterm elections, raises all kinds of questions about whether that was a politically motivated decision.
You know what they say, it's not the crime, it's the cover-up. Not that
That's
this was
right.
a crime or a cover-up, by the way.
Exactly, but you do get into those kind of classic, questions about who knew what when, and whether, the president said that he was surprised. We don't know when he was surprised. Was he surprised a few days before the midterm elections when he first learned about this, if in fact that was the case, or did he just recently learn of it, as the rest of us did? It would seem as though he's known about this for a while, because his lawyers were the ones really dealing with the heart of the issue.
Yes. Oh, man, lots of unanswered questions. All right. Well, we'll wait and see what today brings, Doug. Thank you.
Thanks, Dana.